Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program, episode 9. We're going to be going to the moon. We're actually going there this time. Ascending and descending nodes, etc. are mostly in check. Let's start tweaking the maneuver, shall we? We got a pretty good maneuver last time in our testing phase. We'll roughly have to aim over here. Look, we already have an encounter. Very nice. Might want to increase the speed a little bit here. We are playing with fire here, but I don't want to try and get a low periapse to see if we can. Try and get the most bang for our buck, you see. $544. Well, I mean, that's pretty low, I'm not gonna lie. That would literally be us smacking into the moon. That's a 25k periapsis. Looks like we're gonna have to give it a go. 19 minutes until the burn. Estimated burn time is not available. Hopefully we'll have enough liquid fuel to land and get back and everything. We could always send a rescue mission to Jebediah over here when we have a bit more parts unlocked. However, we don't actually have any antennas on here, so we are sort of relying on him being able to get back and everything. We'll do a quick test burn at 30 seconds. So that we then have something to compare ourselves against. It might just be a good idea to start burning anyway. Okay, so we'll roughly wait until the 10-second mark, and there we go, start burning. Using the Z and X keys here to quickly throttle up instantly to 100%. Now the reason why we're burning a 19-second burn at plus 10 seconds is it's going to take us a little bit of time to actually do the burn itself. Yikes. We are now uncomfortably close to the moon. Like smacking into it. Now we're not, which is brilliant. We still have 300 fuel left. Most of that will be used for the landing. Like, I won't toy with it too much over here. There we go, we'll start speeding up. I'm gonna try and do this carefully. I don't want to use the... you know what, I'll trust the game. I'll trust you, game, for once. It's nothing personal, game. It's just die-hard experience here. Although the game is careful with warping down, etc., so... They give us a 3-minute margin, which is kind of them. Orbit's gonna be a little janky right now. There we go. We are in the moon's sphere of influence right now. Isn't that amazing? We'll wait for the craft to stop turning. This is why we brought so many batteries. I wasn't accounting for the fact that we actually had a man here, so there's no real need to actually have that much charge. EVA report for 16. Bored. Crew report. Get us all the science, buddy. We didn't even bring any science experiments either. That is how little faith I had in this mission. Which is a little unfortunate, to say the least, but then again, this is literally just the first landing. We can always send more missions if we end up having a successful stage. That ends up being what we need to get to the moon and back every time. Which, to be honest, I'm a little doubtful. We could build a bigger one and a better one. Get us some more Delta V. Like, I'm just not entirely sure how we're supposed to land on 300 fuel and get back. We don't have a second pilot yet. We can always hire one. That would cost money. Coming up on periapsis, so we're going to point retrograde. And this seems like a good as place as any to land. I think we'll initiate the burn right away. Although, actually, let's quickly hop back to the Space Center because contracts! I'd like to get an Explore the Moon contract now. That would be great. We're not gonna get any small test stuff orbiting the moon. Plant flag on the moon! We'll do it. Gather scientific data from the moon. I thought we already had that one. What is this heat shield? Come on, just give me something good. Oh well, no Explore the Moon mission. Anyway, first we have entered orbit of the moon. Orbit the moon mission is achieved. There we go. You packed a toothbrush, right? Yeah, about that. I think, actually, seeing the limit of our Delta V situation here, I think it might be better if we warp over to that point and just use our high apoapsis here to, I don't know, nudge us down just a little bit. It's probably just worrying over nothing, but I don't know, I'd rather be safe than sorry, to be fair. Like, we have 300 fuel left. That is supposed to get us down onto the moon. It's looking a little worrying here. There we go, lower it just a little bit more. And I think now's the time we'll have to come in for a landing. Thankfully, our gravity is lower here, so we shouldn't have to use as much fuel to land. But still, we're gonna come in at quite a speed here. What we'll do is we'll try and slow ourselves down enough to the point where we can initiate a suicide burn, because we're not gonna have the fuel to do a great landing here. Roughly aim over there, that's good. I want to try and land in between these craters here, that would be great. We've entered into suborbital spaceflight above the moon. Now, let's quickly science our way into the hearts and minds of people. EVA report above the Midlands. Crew report near the moon. EVA, take data, board. 200 fuel left. Spacewalk in the orbit of the moon. We are getting a ton of money for this. Which is nice. And yeah, we are aiming for a suicide burn here. Not the greatest of ideas, but bloody hell. Actually, hit it! Seriously, just kill off our speed, please. We're gonna be so low on fuel. I don't think we'll have enough to get back, I'm not gonna lie. Jebby, your service will be missed. Deploy the gear, the legs, just in case. Start the burn. Safe altitude. We don't wanna suicide or pancake. The legs, they're not. The legs are all weird. Oh god. Raise, raise. It's fine, we're fine. Nothing to worry about. We have landed on the surface of the moon. We've got 3 units of liquid fuel left. I'm sorry to say, Jeb. You're gonna be stuck there for a while. I hope you brought something interesting to read. Jesus Christ. 120 science, 32 science. We should have given you a bloody... a small step for Kerbal kind, a small step for a Kerbal, and a huge leap for Kerbal kind. I am so sorry you're stuck here, buddy. We've got a surface sample, we've got EVA report. The dust is getting everywhere. I want to get a better one. You look up and search the sky for Kerbin. It's actually all the way over there. Suddenly, you feel really small. Yeah, no kidding, buddy. Well, Jeb, you're gonna get the honors of planting our flag. Hey, there you go. Mun landing site Alpha. That is your inventory. Let's not press the H key so that you accidentally lose your helmet. Now, how do I get home? You will be remembered, Jebediah. We've gotten some more money for planting a flag on the moon, and look at that. That alone is enough to hire a new pilot, etc. But we don't want a new pilot, we want our Jebediah back. Store the science, go for a bit of a spacewalk. Like, I'm sorry, Jeb, you're gonna be here for a while. Even though you are now officially the first Kerbal on the moon, you're gonna be the only one for quite a while. I'd like to get ourselves to the point where we get some solar panels. Then we might be able to send a ship with a probe over here and get you some rescue. But for now, you're gonna be gliding along the surface for a while. Maybe doing some science. But yeah, we have made it to the moon, intact at least, which is more than I can say for a lot of our launches, like poor Valentina never made it here. And a couple of tourists, but who cares about the tourists, right? Sure, tourist death is bad for business, but they're tourists. They knew the risk. Valentina, however, had complete faith in her skills and I disappointed her. Meanwhile, Jeb is just rolling and face planting all over the moon, without any ability to transfer his science back, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll get him back inside now. As fun as it is to play around on the moon, etc., I think we've got to go and rescue him now. It would be the least we can do for our friend here. Our expert pilot. Our friend. For some, he might even be a family member. Who knows? All I know is we've got to bring Jeb back. He doesn't have any place where he can potato farm. If we had the tag life support installed, he could go for like default 36 hours without water, 360 hours without without food. So I don't know. We have enough electric charge to keep him alive, so we can just say that Jeb's not gonna die. I mean, he isn't. It's Jebediah. He'll be fine. Bored anyway. We can get you back on your feet, right? I'm gonna quickly try and rotate and craft. Nope, it seems pretty lodged in there, actually. We can maybe get Jebediah out after he's refilled his fuel tank. We can try and, like, jump. No, it's not quite as pushy as just... Ooh. Oh, way to go, Jeb. I mean, that's not going to help us or anything, but it looked cool. And he's now literally just... You might not see it, but he's actually a ragdoll right now, and I'm trying frantically to... I think we might have gotten Jebediah stuck, if I'm honest. Yeah, he is not moving from there. He is not letting me control him right now. How about now, buddy? Come on. Come on, let me control you. This is so annoying. Jebediah is stuck. And there's nothing we can do about it. This is terrible. We could go in here, maybe deploy. No, we can't. There's nobody inside. Nobody can deploy the gears. There's nobody to speed up controls either. We're looking at a flag right now. It's a beautiful flag, but it's not gonna help Jeb get unstuck here. Looks like we're gonna have to send another Kerbal over to help him now. This is going from bad to worse. Although, let's be fair, I think we can design a probe for this. You know, if we had the science. Let's get back to the Space Center. Jebediah is gonna stand here for a while. Not knowing what to do, but enjoying it nonetheless. So, science, can you tell me anything here? The answer is no. Well then, damn it. We've got to go back and take a look at our Mun Explorer over here. It costs 50 grand. That is not going to be enough. First of all, get rid of these bloody parachutes because they did absolute jack. Get rid of these. We will duplicate them further. There we go. Get rid of those pesky parachutes. Nobody needs parachutes. The mass is a little bit high right now. Maybe. Maybe. But you cannot argue that it won't be effective. Let me quickly use a single one. There we go. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna design asparagus staging properly. There we go. Now these tanks are gonna drain into these tanks. We're gonna drain into this. By doing just that. Adding some fuel lines, make it roughly look similar. Now, in the staging, we've got to activate all the things at once, of course. There you go. Now we need to split these up in two. So that would be 2 and 4. Go over here. They are the second stage. There we go. So these guys will detach first. Those will detach first. They drain into everything. Mark 2. Save it. We need to add a second capsule on here now. Alternatively, we could go with the Probodobodyne. It probably has enough electric charge, I'd like to say. Probably. And Jeb can then recover his science and probably come back to us safely. Although, for security reasons, it might be a good idea to attach a communotron. And some science, I mean, let's be honest. If we are going back there, we need some science done. There we go. It's gonna make it a bit taller, actually, not longer. We'll put the thermometer on there. There we go. And I'd like to say we'd stick it on there, but I'm gonna stick the Probodobodyne on there. With an antenna on top. There we go. This is gonna be the Explorer Mark II. This is gonna bring Jeb home. But that is going to be in the next episode. Until then, if you've liked this episode, then please, by all means, do leave a like down below. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. And until next time, have a good one, folks.